The Denver Nuggets stunned the Boston Celtics for the second time this season. It's very ironic. If you go back exactly 2 months, the Denver Nuggets handed the Boston Celtics their first loss at home all season. They were 20-0 going up to that 102-100 loss they had in the Garden, TD Garden that is. Now fast forward today, the Denver Nuggets take a victory of 115-109. This game had NBA Finals written all over it, and there was so many remarkable moments, performances, and just headlines. We got no more time to waste in this, so let's get started with the victors of this game, the Denver Nuggets, and then we'll get started talking about the Boston Celtics and what exactly I think this game means. So for the Denver Nuggets, this was just a remarkable performance from everyone involved, from the coaching staff all the way to the players. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Mike Malone and just say, because realistically, this game was close the entire game. Even when the Nuggets held a 10-point lead in that third quarter, it was still very close going up to the last 50 seconds of this, regulation, if you will. I think Mike Malone and his coaching staff did an amazing job of calling timeouts when the Celtics started to string together three-pointers and things started to get out of hand. Mike is just growing into just a phenomenal NBA coach. I mean, obviously we know as they won an NBA championship last year, he was a great head coach, a coach of the year worthy candidate, but he's just proven time after time again. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to him. The Nuggets made tough shot after tough shot tonight, and a player I want to give some more love to in specific is Aaron Gordon. While Aaron Gordon didn't exactly stuff the stat sheet tonight, he only had 16 points, 9 rebounds, a steal, and a block. He was just absolutely showing tonight why he's an irreplaceable part of the puzzle that is Denver Nuggets basketball. I mean, he had 3 of the craziest dunks this season, all in just one game. I know you guys know that putback I'm talking about towards the end of that game. I believe it was 107-102 when he hit that putback dunk. It was absolutely remarkable. Aaron Gordon in the pick and roll with Nikola Jokic, or just as a baseline cutter, someone in the dunker spot working off DHOs. Aaron Gordon is just exactly what the Denver Nuggets need, and last night we saw exactly that. Jamal Murray had a very solid first half. I won't say he had an entire great game. He had the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. That was really nice, but he was relatively quiet in that second half from the offensive scoring standpoint. But I think what he lacked in that, he did a very good job making up with his facilitation, as he had 8 assists, and he would add a couple more, but Michael Porter Jr. And Aaron Gordon missed some go-ahead three-pointers that would have eventually gotten Jamal the double-double. Off the bench tonight, I thought the unit did very well. Again, it's just a testament to, Michael Malone saying, hey, we're playing the best team in the NBA, and I'm still going to go 10 deep tonight. Everyone was getting their touches. Christian Brown, my apologies. Peyton Watson did a good job. Zeke Naji did a good job. I think Peyton Watson was very, very instrumental in this game. Came in and just did a great job on the defensive side of the ball. It's great when you have someone like Peyton Watson who is as ready of a defender as they come off the bench, just because of the fact that you guys realize when you have the Jason Tatums, when you have the Jaylen Browns, even the Drew Holidays, you can't give these superstars or these all-stars a steady diet on defense. You got to be switching it up, and when you don't, we kind of see what happened tonight where Jaylen Brown erupts for 41, but then Tatum kind of struggles because the diet is different. And then obviously, how can you not talk about the Denver Nuggets without talking about the greatest basketball player in the world? Yes, I said it. 32 points, 11 assists, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, 10 for 10 from the free throw line, over 50% from the field goal. It's absolutely remarkable how they send double after double after double at this man, and he always makes the right read. He's like a computer. Like, we joke about how Kawhi Leonard's a robot, but golly, I mean, Nikola Jokic, it's like he's programmed to make the right read every single time. This game, guys, it was only decided by 6 points, and the Nuggets shot 96% from the free throw line, while the Boston Celtics shot a mere 64%. The Boston Celtics also only shot 28% from 3, while the Denver Nuggets shot 19%. Defense was very, very visible and at an all-time high in this one, which is exactly what you'd expect from two powerhouses battling. All in all, I think the biggest takeaways from the Nuggets is A, they showed that there are just levels to this. They show they are leaps and bounds better than pretty much every team in the NBA, and it's going to be really hard to stop a repeat. And two, as I mentioned earlier, Jokic is just the best basketball player in the world. As for the Celtics, even though they lost, I think there's some good things that you can take away from this game if you're Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics. First off, I think they did a great job hunting in the pick and roll. I think they got exactly the right matchups that they wanted through the pick and roll. And it wasn't like it was just Jason and Jalen. We saw Sam Hauser, Drew Holiday, Derek White, a lot of these different guys working in the pick and roll. Kristaps Porzingis, obviously, hell of a player in the pick and roll. And then they did a really good job just being aggressive inside the restricted area, attacking the basket, using their speed to their advantage. They played in transition very, very well. And then Jaylen Brown was just sensational on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. They missed some really tough shots down the stretch. Obviously, you have that Derek White three-pointer. You wish you could get that one back, or you wish you could get that one to fall. But as I mentioned, it's really hard to guard the hardest player, or the best player, in the world. Kristaps Porzingis had a very solid night tonight, 24 points, 12 rebounds. It's one of those things, again, guys, where we're very inefficient from downtown, and Kristaps and Al Horford isn't around to play as many minutes. I know Al played, but he was virtually just a negative factor in this game, which is weird. That's the first time in the career. I think it would have been a little interesting if we maybe tried an Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, more of that pairing. But they opted to go a little smaller, and eventually that bites you. Jason Tatum can't follow and chase around Aaron Gordon. I mean, Jason's a bigger guy, but Aaron, again, there's levels to this. Derek White tonight, also very quiet night. The Celtics record when Derek White scores over 15 points is out of this world. Tonight he did not do that. He had 7 points. I guess off the bench, you try bringing in Xavier Tillman, and he did a pretty decent job bodying up on Yoke. But it's just, as I mentioned, it's very, very hard. And when we're not capitalizing at the free throw line, and when we're not capitalizing at the three-point line, I mean, Jaylen Brown, sensational night, +5 on the box plus minus, 41 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. However, 7 for 14 from the free throw line. If you make every single one of those free throws, you win this game. And I know that's not how this works, guys, but you get the point I'm trying to make. All in all, I think what this game, really the biggest takeaways are: the Boston Celtics can be contenders, and the Denver Nuggets are contenders. There's just really levels to this. But I'm not saying that the Celtics are not contenders in the sense that I don't think they can win the East. I do believe they can, but winning the East is just such a feat. Ask Miami, you win the East, but can you actually compete with the Wild Wild West? There's levels to it. What do you guys think? What do you make of this game? Was this the game of the year? How did you feel watching it? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great Friday and a great rest of your weekend, and I hope you enjoyed this video not getting uploaded at 10 p.m. I'm posting this one before I have to go into work. Anyways, love you guys. Peace.